the conversation today. So there are millions of single people out there looking for love, and today we're asking the question in a different way. We're with Find Your Husband coach, Christine Campbell Pate. What's your batting average here?
I do very well. If you follow the strategy, it works. So
100%.
I rely on the strategy. If you follow it, it will work.
Okay, so I have married, I officiate weddings. I've married 4 couples, they're all still married. So that's a 100% record. So you're saying your record is 100%?
If you do the strategy.
If you do the strategy. Okay, when do people mess up? I know you said a lot of times people think of overthinking and breaking boundaries. Where do they fail?
Well, if you don't start it, you fail.
So first of all, you got to start your plan, get your 3.
You have to start dating.
Okay.
And secondly, if you sleep with them,
okay,
it does go downhill.
Okay.
Not, I can't say always, but majority of the time. And if you focus on one, and you're in this constant cycle of heartbreak, disappointment, wasting time.
So you find your roster, as they say, the kids say. You got your 3. You say that people get worried about scarcity. They overthink. You say, if I let this person go, I'll be alone. That mindset is not a good one to have.
Yeah. Well, that's a fear-based mindset.
It can cause a sense of desperation when you feel like there's nobody out there.
Definitely.
And you end up lowering your boundaries and standards.
Yeah, and you're hanging on to somebody who most likely isn't the one.
Yeah.
Right? So especially if you're considering leaving them, and then you're like, but if I leave them, I won't meet anybody else. Well, already you're sabotaging. You want to date with an abundant mindset. You want to date with courage. You want to date knowing that there are so many men in this world that would make a beautiful partner for you.
And listen, I will, and I've said this on a show before, in my I think I was 35 years old, and I was in this relationship, and I, had a lot of people that liked me, but I was in this relationship, and I had a fear of failure. So I stayed in a relationship much longer. There was no abuse or anything like that. I just knew he wasn't my person, and I stayed, and I didn't want to have to go to my friends and family, and they say, what happened to so-and-so? And I'm like, well, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Well, he was here last Thanksgiving. He's not back. I just didn't, it was the fear of being seen as a woman who was not able to marry.
Yeah.
And I experienced that at 35 because of that tricky age. I freed myself from it, but it was not easy. So I'm transparent in that because I don't want people to feel like I'm just sitting up here like, oh, it was always perfect, because it wasn't. And I'm not naming him because he's going to sue me if I do. So you give clients 5 questions before they even start. So we're going to go through the questions. What are my expectations for this relationship? Why is that critical?
Well, you want to know if you're on the same page with...
Do you want to be married?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Do you want to be married? Do you want to have kids?
Yeah.
If you want to just date for fun?
Yeah.
Right? You just have to know so you match with that.
Am I over my past relationship? Ooh.
You want to bring that old baggage into your next relationship. It will sabotage it.
Yeah, the old baggage. So you got to be certain that you're over the one that was before.
Yeah.
Okay. What are my non-negotiables?
Yeah. So the Strict 7 strategy is your non-negotiable must-have list. So you got to get clear. What's important to me? What are my values? What is a must-have in this relationship? What did I not have in my past relationship that didn't work? So you can look at that as a key to what you could have. Okay,
you say, am I prepared to be both independent and interdependent? What's interdependent?
The ability to mesh a life with somebody without losing yourself.
Without losing yourself. Am I willing to bring a union? I mean, that's what marriage is. It's a union between 2 people. And that's interesting because I don't think a lot of people ask, am I ready for that? This is thought-provoking. Oh, God. What am I bringing to the relationship? That is so interesting to me because I think sometimes people are distorted on what they think they bring, and sometimes they devalue what they bring.
Well, often you're also just thinking, what do I want? What do I want? Here's my list. I want to have this. And you're not looking at yourself saying, well, what am I offering? What's my gifts? What's my blessings? Am I bringing peace? Am I bringing emotional intelligence? Am I bringing joy? Am I bringing nurturing love into this relationship? Right? So you gotta look at how safe are you to date.
I think that's an interesting exercise for, if you're single, to write down, what am I bringing? Because we have become so self-consumed with what they're bringing. Are they bringing money? Are they bringing this? Are they bringing that? And it's like, well, what do you have? What are you bringing to the table? Okay, I keep telling you, we're asking, is it you, not them? Are you ready to make your list? Christine is sticking around. Up next, TikTok's favorite dating guru, Tiffany Bauer, on dating with intention, not desperation. And I'm going to go in the audience because I think they have questions that perhaps I haven't asked yet. It's our dating show. It's not them, it's you. That's a hard question, and we're digging in after the break.